Okay, so welcome to the team call. It's nice to see so many of you actually. It's lovely, we've got quite a few people on tonight. So I wanted to talk a little bit about personal volume tonight and the monthly goal of 500 PV. I spoke with Thomas the other day, who would love to do some team calls for us, and I said that would be great, but let's just make sure that people are turning up first. He gave me the name of a lady to watch some of her trainings. So I'm going to do what I can. I've got a heap of notes and I'm going to try and keep it short, and I'm going to try and speak a little bit about it. Okay, so before we start, can I first and foremost say is that I'm not taking away the importance of hitting Emerald. Okay, I still feel, and it's the first step, the first building block of your business to hit Emerald. Okay, so I'm not in any way taken away from that, but what I would say as a new coach, it's maybe better to focus on having emeralds who are going to be reliable and really going to hold your business. You know, like you sign up your spouse, or your mum joins you, or your best friend. So for me, I didn't hit emerald very quick. There's a bit of a backdrop. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have anybody supporting me when I was coaching, and I actually hit emerald the day that I went to Marbella. And I've never lost my emerald. And it's not because I'm anything special, but it's just that the people that signed up with me for emerald, and I didn't even have my mum at that point, I had signed Ross up, but the ladies who I signed up on my other leg had already fallen in love with the products and religiously used the products and wanted the discount. And it was a lot more difficult at that time because there was no preferred customer. And I actually had the huge fear of signing anyone up as a discount coach, because I hated asking people, would you like to sign up as a coach for the discount, but you're not really a coach? And then they got this big welcome to coaching email. But my point there is I'm not saying don't get Emerald. I'm not saying don't sign up your spouse and someone else who are going to be at the building blocks of your foundation later on, that it can help you create an extra income. But what I am saying is, and especially for new coaches, is we hit Emerald with people who don't stick with it or don't order product religiously, and we've always been taught to keep signing up everybody as preferred customers, and then we don't see any money from it. So even though we say, for example, have our spouse under one leg and then have somebody else under the other leg ordering product, we don't have enough people under our weak leg to create volume to see the money. So you're seeing your orders come in, but you're not actually seeing any cold hard cash from it, because there's not, obviously, you've got to create more volume under your weak leg. And I'm not going to say the exact numbers because I'm worried that I'm going to get them wrong. But obviously you need to have a few people ordering under your weak leg to then create enough volume to see team bonus, cycle bonus, see that money coming into your account. So this is where your 500 PV mindset comes in, okay? You find your best, Thomas said best 6 products. I feel that that's quite a hard push in the UK because we don't have as many products in, we don't have as many people, so many products in the UK. So what I would say is take your best 3 or 4 products, okay? So for me, it's easy to speak about Shakeology. It's easy to speak about Energize because I use it every day. It's easy for me to speak about Recover, and it's easy for me to speak about Collagen. They are all things that I use on a daily basis, apart from Energize on Sunday, Recover usually. So it's easy to speak about them. And to speak about them a lot and make sure that my customers love these products could easily make me £200 a month without selling anything else. For example, here's an example. Last week I had an absolutely, last week or this week, I had an absolutely rubbish week. Didn't sign up anyone at all, and then still had nearly £200 in commissions come through from my customers. And then obviously I had my Team Cycle bonus. So you can see cold hard cash, like you sign somebody up, you see the money. If that person then orders Shakeology in their second month and they're a customer, you see that, what does it work out as, 20 quid? And then if they then decide to add on Energize, you see another £8, or that's not the exact figure. So if you're not signing them up as preferred customer and getting just a small amount of volume underneath that leg, you're actually seeing cold hard cash for it. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, so I'm not saying don't hit Emerald, don't take that wrong, but what I'm saying is that if you're try and make sure that your Emerald is a stable Emerald, and try and make sure that you're signing up people and helping people on their journey and actually seeing the money for it. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, we're all here because we want for some form of extra money. Yes, we're all here because we love it, but we're not here to work for nothing. So 500 PV. So there's a lady called Milan Jensen. Okay, so if you want to know more about this in more depth, you can Google her on or YouTube her. She is the first ever coach that Carol Deichler signed up. So she does a lot of training on this, because especially for people who are trying to find diamond, because if you want to have diamond and you've not got 500 PV, you're going to lose your diamond before the 6 weeks is over. So she talks about a lot about that, but she also talks about it in regards to new coaches and all coaches, to make sure that you are earning money. I think that if you're earning your 500 PV, you are always going to be getting at least that extra couple of £100 a month. So how do we get 500 PV? What is 500 PV? Well, it's personal volume, and it comes from all of your orders together. Okay, so you can actually find it in the coach office under volume. If anybody needs me, I can do a little video on that. But there should be training on that in the coach office as well. So to get this 500 PV, sorry, Menina, were you asking a question there? Or just moving your arm? All right, okay, sorry. To get this 500 PV, you have to have a mindset of, I love my products and I'm going to share my products every month. So I'm pretty sure that everybody here is drinking their Shakeology nearly every day. You're drinking your Energize, you're using your products, but are you sharing that not only on your Instagram stories, but with your current customers? So are you sharing it in your bod group, and not just logging your Shakeology and saying, I had vanilla with mangoes, but saying, today I had vanilla with mangoes because I needed a little bit of sunshine on a rainy day. It's a 5-minute breakfast that I could take in the car with me, and it's really tasty. It doesn't feel like I'm having anything too heavy when I can't fit in my breakfast, or something like that. Or today I'm having chocolate because I'm due my period, and if I don't, I'm going to eat all the chocolate in the house. Or, you know, make people, your current customer, see the benefits. And when you're sharing on your stories as well, say the same kind of thing. You know, don't just share a picture of your Shakeology on your stories. Either share a recipe with it, or why you like it, or how it's improving your day. So you have to do that with potential customers, but also with current customers, because they're not going to drink their shakes if they think there's no benefit in drinking their shakes. And the same with Energize. Like, say why you're drinking your Energize, or what difference your Energize has made to your life and recover, and whatever products that you choose to focus on to make extra cash. Also help them to see the value of their pack and their products. Okay, so I don't know how you could do this in all different ways. You could have a follow-up call with people to make sure that they have started using their pots, for example. You can explain how the pots have changed your life. You could put everything into a little email or a video that you send out to them. You can share in your bod group your pots and how simple it is. For me, I like to talk on my Instagram, and probably not enough, but about how the pots just fit in with every single family meal, because I refuse to cook a separate meal for my kids. But I use my pots. So probably something I should share more, but let your people see the value of what they've got, because so many people get the pack and only use the workouts. They don't open their Shakeology, right? Like the amount of people that do not open their Shakeology is insane. So are you following up after a week? Are you following up after 10 days? Are you following up if they told you that they haven't opened their shakes? Are you leaving it up, giving them advice and then waiting another couple of days so they can? Are you asking them after a month, right, okay, has anything changed, so that they can actually reflect and see the value of their pack? And results. And it doesn't need to be, I've lost heaps of weight. You know, it could be, I'll use Alex as an example here, right? She's still getting up and working out in the 3rd trimester with a little scoop of Energize. And, you know, that would appeal to other people because they're like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. That's what I need. You know, let them see the value of their Energize. Sorry, Alex, didn't mean to totally pick you out. I couldn't think of an example there. I'm talking really fast. Do we have any questions? No. Okay.
No, it's all good. You're not talking too fast.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just aware that not everybody like is Scottish, so no, I'm really fast. You guys are used to it. Okay, so another really interesting thing that she spoke about, and I took some notes for, was to show how Beachbody can fit in with other products, right? So she says we're all too quick that if we speak to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, we're doing CrossFit, we'll just be like, right, okay, that's it. There's no point in pursuing that conversation with them. And she spoke about, well, then you could say to them, oh, wow, CrossFit, like you really need a lot of energy for that. Like, how do you work out well? Like, how's your nutrition to fuel your workouts? Then you can find a pain point. Somebody's like, well, I'm doing CrossFit, but I'm not seeing the results because I eat like an asshole, or, you know, I don't eat enough, or, you know, whatever. Or, you know, Energize, Shakeology, still speak to them about it. If you speak to somebody and they're a nutritionist, doesn't mean that you can't then move forward with them and say, all right, okay, well, I have this superfood shake and it's got this, that, and that in it. It's really amazing. My people are like seeing really amazing results from it, more regular, fits in with a really healthy lifestyle. Don't just automatically presume that that nutritionist is not going to be interested in the superfoods that you have to offer because they know a lot about nutrition themselves, or they may be great at their nutrition but not working out. If you speak to somebody who's already eating really healthy and, you know, is insistent they get everything they need out of their diet, doesn't mean that they don't need our workouts or could fit in some beach bars or are already working out but need some Energize. So just don't, she spoke about not writing people off, because it's not just a, right, I've got this pack, it's got Shakeology, it's got workouts, it's got nutrition, and that would be for you because you're not doing any of the things. So a person can have one piece of the puzzle and still need another part of the puzzle, and they can come on board, and then again that helps towards your PV. Don't just aim for selling packs to new people. Don't just focus on the points. Like, of course we want the points, we want to hit Success Club, we want to get the trips and get the recognition and things like that. But if you focus on helping people with the different products, the points are going to come anyway. You know, someone within your group is really struggling and is not showing up, and it doesn't matter what you say to them, and they're just like, I'm tired, and you know, then there you go. We've got 2 different packs for that. You know, 2 different monthly HD orders that they can try. We've got the Glow Up, and we've got Energize and Recover. You explain to them the benefits. They sign up for that on monthly HD. Yes, you get the points, but you're also, again, making the money from the order. You know, someone's telling you, oh, the Shakeology is just not cutting it. I'm still absolutely starving. Yeah, beach bars are great. I like a beach bar, you know. It's nice with a cuppa, nice and low calorie, and we know exactly how it fits in the pots because it tells you on the box. You don't need to worry about this faffy, albeit not some very tasty protein bars that you buy in the supermarket and you're not sure how they fit in. And they're getting more and more expensive. Has anybody seen how expensive a carb killer is nowadays? You know, whereas beach bars are still the same price. So again, that's another way that you could help on the PV. New programs, you know, if somebody only wants an accessories pack for a new program, don't just focus to push them to get the points. If they just want the accessories pack for that program, that's absolutely fine. You're still making the money, they're getting the new program, and a happy customer is going to keep returning and keep ordering new things. So that's more about the 500 PV. That's really what we should be focusing on. And when we sign up coaches, we should also be helping our coaches to understand this. So we help our coaches understand how they can hit emeralds with their spouse and a family member, but also how they can hit this 500 PV every month and make sure that they can actually make money and see money and want to keep working. Then they will hit emerald. They will then teach their emeralds, their new coaches, to hit 500 PV. And then before you know it, right, just want to say this here. So you're an emerald, you've got 2 emeralds underneath you who both have 2 emeralds underneath them, plus you've got your preferred customers. You hit a diamond that you're not going to lose easily. Okay, and I can't remember exactly how much she said it was that you would be making, but with team cycle bonus and all that kind of thing, you were making a decent amount of money. I shared the training with Menina and Joe and Julia. I can't remember the exact figures. I should have wrote them down. So that's building a strong diamond for those of you who are currently pushing for diamond as well. Oh, here we go. I did write it down. If you've got 2 emeralds who both have 2 emeralds, you're averaging £400 per week from that before you sign up anyone new and sell anything else. There you go. I did write that down. I thought I didn't. For those of you who are like, well, how am I going to hit 500 PV every week, every month, or every week? Start low. So start with 100 PV. Start with reigniting the fire with the people that you've already got. Sign up your new people. Not all of them as preferred customer, you know, sign some of them up for customer. And if they decide that they really want to stick with the product, then sign them up as preferred customer. Okay, so you decide when you're speaking to somebody whether you'd be best to sign them up as preferred customer or not. And just work on building it up and work on making money, not volume. So think about actually making some actual money that you can see. Like you can all earn at least £200 to £300 before Christmas to add into the Christmas pot to make things a little bit easier. Or you can all earn £100 this month to put away for that next electricity bill. Just don't focus on just the points. Don't focus on just the sell, but focus on, yes, I want the money, but this is what I love and I'm going to share it with everybody else. And that should help. I will share the training that I watched for this as well in the chat, because I feel like it would be nice for people to have like the good fact, and I'll share the name of this lady so that you can have a look. But it's definitely something, just having spoken to Thomas, that Beachbody are pushing a bit more towards as well, that they want people to see success, they want people to see money, and they are pushing for volume and cold hard cash rather than just pushing for the next rank advancement. Okay, do we have any questions?